All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, as you could tell from the title, it's basically how to scale your prop firms and how I personally scaled my prop firms into having a $30,000 month with prop firms. Now, recently, the talk of the trading space has been prop firms, right? A lot of rumors going on, a lot of, just a lot of big prop firm news with Top Step outages, Tradeify, all the platforms, Project X not being, available to all these other prop firms, new prop firms coming out with their own, trading platforms so you could have the drag and stop, take profit and stop loss. But everybody is focusing on the wrong things, right? At the end of the day, these prop firms are tools. They're here for people who don't have a lot of capital. And that's a huge thing that a lot of beginner traders, stay away from trading because they think that you need to have capital. You could literally have $50 to $100 and get $50,000 worth of trading capital. All right. So everybody's so focused on is prop firms going to be around? It doesn't matter if prop firms are going to be around or not. Why do you care about that? Focus on the now, the present, on how you can, take advantage of these prop firms. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I did. Now, you're not going to have a 50K, a 30K month. As you guys know, I had a 30K month trading with prop firms, but you're not going to have a 30K month with 150K account. It's just not going to happen. And that's where a lot of you guys think, when you pass your first, 50K funded account, your first 100K funded account, you think that this is it. I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to retire. I'm going to make, big profits and all that kind of stuff. I used to think the same thing. When I was trying to pass my first ever funded account, all I was thinking in my head was, man, as soon as I pass this account, this is it. I just need one 100K account, one 150K account. That's all I need, and I'll have these insane months that everybody else is having. And let me tell you this right now, that's just not the reality. As I, went further along my trading journey when it came to using prop firms, I realized that, all right, it's just not sustainable, trying to hit $30,000 on 150K account. It's just not going to happen. So I kind of want to give you guys my approach when it comes to scaling prop firms and actually having these big months with prop firms. So first things first, right? If you have no money at all, say if you have even $500 to $1,000 to your name, that's more than enough. All right. I like to say $1,000 or $500 just because, you could buy one prop firm account and still be able to afford more. But say if it's your last $100 and you're spending your last $100 on one account, I don't recommend that. I recommend keep that $100, save till you have $500 just so that you have a buffer. So if you fail an account, you could buy another one. All right. Have a budget for it. So once you do that, if you don't have that much money and once you save $500, buy your first ever 50K funded account. You can use any prop firm, do your own due diligence. My personal recommendations, Lucid, Lucid Trader, 50% off right now. Code Tursonz, up to 2 accounts, and then it's 40% off. And then after you use 40% 5 times for 5 accounts, then it's 30% off unlimited. So honestly, Lucid is an up and coming prop firm. You guys have probably heard of it. They're actually insane. But yeah, Code Tursonz at checkout, link is in description, whatever. You could use Lucid, you could use Top Step, you could use Alpha Futures. You could use Apex because it's very, very cheap, but I won't recommend using Apex, especially as a beginner, because their rules are very, very hard and very strict to get a payout on. So remember, you're a complete beginner, so I don't really recommend Apex until you're more advanced and you're more disciplined with your trading strategy. I know they're cheap, but with activation fees and everything, Lucid is cheaper currently right now with their 50% off sale. But yeah, so you're gonna take your $50 or $100, whatever, you buy an account. So we'll use Top Step because I use Top Step a lot. You buy your Top Step account and then you gotta pass it. Now, you should have a strategy. You should only take a prop firm account when you have your strategy, you have your edge, and you can do it. Once you pass that account, only one account. That's it. You're only focused on one account. Once you pass it, we'll use a 50K account as a example, right? So for a 50K account, you need to make $3,000 in profit before you lose $2,000 in losses. So 50,000, you need to make 50, you got to get your balance to 53,000. If you get it to 48,000, you blow the account. Simple as that. So once you pass the funded account, the evaluation account, then you get to the funded stage where now you can make profits and actually withdraw these profits. So what you're gonna do, all you need on Top Step and Lucid, Lucid Flex accounts, you just need 5 winning days. Now what constitutes as a winning day? 5 days of winning $150 plus. Very achievable, very attainable, but you should not be focusing on the money. You should be focusing on just, getting your profits. Just taking like good, scratch that, I said taking your profits. I meant taking good setups, taking good trades. And that's all you really need to focus on, because once you start focusing on the P&L, you're going to lose the funded account, trust me. So once you get to that funded account and then you take a payout, then after you take that payout, no, you're not going to buy another prop firm account. You're not going to buy another funded account. You're not going to reinvest it, all right? A lot of people on social media, they tell you to reinvest it immediately. No, you're going to take your first payout and that's it. You're going to take that first payout and you're going to leave it to the side, and now you have a $500 buffer. So you take like a $500 payout or a $1,000 payout. Now you have and you spend $100, so now you have like $1,400 worth of buffer. That's like your savings, your prop firm savings. You know how people have savings for just like life expenses? You have a savings for your prop firm accounts. Now, once you do that, now you still took that payout and you still have the funded account. Now you just need another 5 winning days of $150 to get another payout. That's all you need. So literally all you do is just keep on doing that and keep on getting another payout, especially with your, you have a good hedge, a good trading strategy, and you just keep on taking payouts, right? Now, obviously you may blow the account. So once you blow the account, then you just spend another $100 on one account only. Now, once you've gotten 3 payouts, all right, 3 payouts is where it truly confirms you could actually take payouts consistently. It's proof of concept. And yeah, for your first ever 3 payouts, I recommend you don't build a buffer. I recommend you just take whatever profits you can, take the max payout that you possibly can, and do that. So now, once you get your 3rd payout, it doesn't matter how much amount of it, then you could start scaling, right? Where you buy multiple accounts. So instead of buying 1 account and trading 1 account at a time, you buy 3 accounts at a time. No, honestly, no, you don't even buy 3 accounts. You buy 5 accounts, right? Because the max accounts you can have is 5 accounts on Top Step, and then trade those 5 accounts by copy trading. So whenever you take a trade on 1 account, say you've made $200 on 1 account, but you have 4 more accounts that also made $200. So that's 5 times 200. That's an $1,000 day right there. And that's how you properly scale. But only do this step by step after you've taken 3 payouts, all right? Now, and the reason why I don't want you to take, you go from 1 account, then to 3 accounts, and then 5. If you could do it with 1 account, go with 5 accounts, all right? People say like your psychology is going to get messed up. If your psychology is messed up, it's not because of the money, all right? It's because of another issue, all right? You already know if you're able to get those 3 payouts consistent on 1 account, that means your psych is already good. Your mindset is good. Your strategy is good. Your edge is already good, all right? So now that you've gotten these 5 accounts, it's the same exact thing. Now you're just copy trading it. And you just trade on 1 account, focus like you're only trading 1 account. And then at the end of the week or the end of the month, you just look at your profits. Say if you're up $2,000 on 1 account, guess what? You're up $10,000. And that's the proper way on how to have these big months. So now that you get to understand the basic context and the foundations of how to actually properly scale, let me walk you through how I personally did it to get a 30K trading month. All right. So I already been trading with 1 account. I've gotten multiple, payouts. And I've been copy trading for a while now. But how I specifically did it with my prop firm accounts is straight up, I had 5 Top Step XFAs. So I passed the evaluations. I paid whatever. I paid my Top Step accounts and I passed them. And then I started trading them. Now, I remember how I first started trading it. I actually, when I'm trading my evaluations, the way how I like to do it is I like to risk a little bit heavy. So before I even get to the funded stage, I like to pass my account within 1 to 2. You can't pass it on Top Step with 1 account. With 1 trade. I like to pass it basically in 2 days. The first day make $1,500, and then the second day make $1,500, and then that's $3,000 total, and I pass all the accounts. But keep in mind, I'm not thinking about it in terms of like, okay, I have 5 accounts and I need to make $3,000. Right? What's 5 times 3? So I need to make $15,000 to pass this account, or I need to make $15,000. No, that's not how you're supposed to think about it. You just think about it on 1 account. I just need to make $3,000, and that's it. All right, and then I pass the account, and then it's all just happening in the back end. It's all just like a byproduct. Like you're only focused on one account, right? You don't care in the world. Like how you would trade one account, and it's just being copied over. Straight up, simple as that. That's the kind of mindset you need to approach it. Don't start thinking like, oh, I lost $200, so I lost $1,000, and vice versa, right? I made $200, so I made $1,000. When you have that kind of thinking, you're too focused on the money. All right, so yeah, me personally, I'm always thinking, all right, I'm just making $1,500 today on one account. That's it. And then obviously it's copy trading in the back end. And then, yeah, so I did that. I passed all 5 accounts, and now I'm on the funded stage, right? Now, when it comes to, I guess, how I personally did it, was one thing I do like to do a little bit is build a small little buffer on the day, right? So like say, if I'm trying to take like maybe a little bit scalp or something, I take it and I go like up a quick like $200, $300, right? Nothing too much, nothing too crazy. And then that allows me, it gives me some breathing room. So now your max loss limit is $2,000, but now since I'm up green on the day, it's basically 2,300 because the trailing drawdown is end of day. So once you're up a little bit, now you're kind of like, okay, now I'm just playing with profits a little bit, right? So now I'm just risking, you know, $300, or, you know, I could risk, say if I'm risking originally $400, I could add that $300 of profit that I made on top. So that's how I increase my risk. So yeah, that's basically what I did. So I would be risking, instead of normally just like $400 to $500 on a trade, I'm now risking like $800, but technically it's only $500, if you know what I mean, because we already made $300 green on the day. Then you just take one good trade. All you need to take is one good trade, and you could take it with a little bit heavier size. So keep in mind, I wasn't taking just a random trade, right? I wasn't taking just a random trade and risking a little bit heavier. I was waiting for a good setup, something that I had high conviction in. I had really good, you know, draws on liquidities, and I risked heavier. I used that extra $300 that I made, plus the $500 that I'm already risking normally. So now I'm $800. Then it was a really good dump. It was a really good risk to reward. And basically I made around $2,000 on the day. And that's how I did it. So I made $2,000 on the day. And then what did I do? All I needed to do was just get my winning days, right? So on that first day I made $2,000. That's $10,000 right there. Right? Then the next 4 days, I'm just focused on winning days. So it's a lot easier to like scalp these winning days. All you need is $150. So you just find where something's stupid clear, like we're really close to like filling a fair value gap, or really close to taking out a key level of liquidity. Take low risk, 1-to-1 risk to reward, target $150, bang. And that's how you get a winning day. And then you just do that for 4 days. And then guess what? You could request half of that. So now when I personally did it, let me actually look at my phone and how much I made on those days, because the way how it worked was I made $2,000 on the first day, but when I was going for the winning days, right? It doesn't mean automatically just take your winning day, right? I was risking like 150, but sometimes price would just shoot up even more, right? So that I trail my stop loss to $150, so that if it stops me out, then I secure the winning day automatically. But I'm letting my upside, I'm uncapping my upside. The potential to make more is more. So some days I had like $400 days, $500 winning days, and that's how I kind of, you know, grew my balance a little bit more. But yeah, so some days I made a little bit more over, but basically, if I just got $150 days or $200, I just got the winning day, it totaled up to around $3,000 on the account, right? So I took my first payout. So 3,000 times 5, that's already $15,000 worth of trading profits on the month. You understand how that works? $15,000 worth of trading profits on the month, because I'm copy trading across 5 accounts. So $3,000 on one account times 5, 15,000. That's a $15,000 month already right there. But with Top Step and, you know, with most of these firms, you can only withdraw 50%. So after I had my 5 winning days, I was eligible for half of that, 50% of that balance. So it's 3,000 divided by 2, or times 50%. It was 7.265 is what my total payout. So it was $1,500 basically. So $1,500, I was eligible, and after the profit split and everything, I got paid out around $7,000, all right? And just like that, but I had $15,000 trading profits on the day. So I took $1,500 out of my accounts, and now I'm left with a $1,500 balance. Now, when I'm going into the next day, I have $1,500, right? But I go in with that same approach, right? Now I'm risking whatever I make. I just make my quick little buffer for the day, either 400, 500, whatever it is. And then I'm using that, and then I'm scaling heavy. I'm waiting for a nice, good trade, right? And then once I get that nice, good trade, so I got a really, really good trade again. I got a $1,500 win, and now my account balance is at $3,000. So now I already made back what I took out. So once I do that, all I'm looking for after that is just to get those winning days. So now I'm doing the same exact strategy, right? Looking for something super obvious. And then after that, I actually, by getting those winning days, putting my stop loss at the 150, but honestly, I had some pretty good days. $400 days, $500. So then once I got that, I actually was at a balance of around $4,000. So if you consider that $4,000, but then you got to take into consideration we had $1,500 already in there. So we made another 2.5K on the accounts. So that's another 2,500 times 5 is 12,500 plus the initial 15,000. Because, you know, the 3,000 balance that we took. So 27,500 on that day. Took a payout from that 4K balance, and 50% of 4K is what? $2,000, right? So $2,000 times 5, and basically I got a 10K payout. So 10K plus 7K, that's a 17K withdrawn from Top Step. And that's exactly how I did it from that. And then obviously I had a couple other more winning days. I had another $2,000 balance. I was just getting more winning days, but I didn't make that in a single month. The month ended, and I just kept on going. But basically, yeah. So when I have this 30K month of trading profits, it's 30K of trading profits, but not withdrawn. It was only a 17K worth of trading profits withdrawn that hit my bank account. But 17K is still insane. You're not going to withdraw 17K from just one account in 1 month. It's not happening. Yeah, so the main thing that I would really do that really helped me scale was just, you know, building a little buffer on the day, and then risking a little bit heavier on those really good trading setups, and then just getting those winning days, you know, just cycling through them. And that's literally how you go about it. But make sure you're risking heavier on those days after you have the buffer, right? Make sure you have the buffer so that you can risk a little bit heavier, right? And you got to be okay. Even if that really good A+ setup loses, it's fine. That's what you're accepting, and that's just the risk behind it. It's part of your plan. So, yeah, honestly, it's a really, really good way to scale. That's how I personally did it. The main thing, I guess, is just building that daily buffer so that you're allowed to risk a little bit heavier on those, you know, high quality trades. But yeah, guys, that's literally how you're going to scale with prop firms. You're not going to do it with one account. You're going to do it with copy trading, and yeah, have proper risk management, and just be smart about your trades. But yeah, guys, so this is exactly how somebody who had, you know, a $500 investment, basically, it cost me $500 all in, and I withdrew $17,000, right? Had 30K trading profits, but 17K withdrawn in my bank account. So what is that? 16.5K month? Yeah, it's absolutely insane. Prop firms are, if you aren't using prop firms in 2026, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. Obviously, if you have like the money and that kind of stuff, then yeah, trade your own money, who cares? But if you don't, this is the easiest way to break into actually having these big months. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Comment down below what's your favorite prop firm right now, and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.